What's up? What's up? It's your man. I'm gonna give y'all a man to come in here. Rico, the opinionist. I am chilling on this partly cloudy, kind of overcast. It's not overcast. It's partly cloudy. Rain is gonna be coming all week, and I hate it. Y'all already know this. It's your man Rico. Go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel and this Facebook group. Yeah, go ahead, y'all. Do that for me. Just, you've had one of those long days. You just want to get out and clear your head. A lot of stuff is going on. I tend to pick just a couple of things just to share with y'all. It's called, I'm just thinking out loud. So, okay. All right, look. I guess I don't know which story is bigger. I'm just going to go with either one. Have y'all been keeping up with the Trump trials and stuff? His civil suit? Well, I guess it said breaking news a little while ago. Trump found liable in the civil case of that old white lady. He's found liable for sexual assault, but not rape. So I think with that, it comes like $2 million he has to pay her. And said, okay, I guess they tried something and this one actually stuck. I just have one question. With all this foolishness is going on, I just want to know if he still could run next year. Because if he don't get to run, well, yeah, there'll really be no reason to really pay attention to next year's election as far as president. I know y'all don't think they're going to actually let Joe Biden, let's say if he were to win again, they're working on the machines right now. But if he were to win again, y'all think they're going to let this old fool who can barely tell you what day it is of the week, they're going to actually let Joe Biden do a whole 4 years? I've just been paying attention to some of the YouTube blogs and stuff. They're like the first 2 years of Joe, then all of a sudden he can't fulfill his duties, and so that's how we'll get our first woman president. Let me tell you something. They always got some up their sleeve trying to do something symbolic. I'm tired of symbolism. Well, I say fuck the Democratic Party. All they're about is symbolism. We're the first black woman. Then they ain't do that right. They got some little Indian Asian chick. And due to the fact that people don't want to admit that they took an L on that. Yeah, she black. Now, these are people with law degrees and master's degrees calling a woman from India black, who is part of the light-skinned caste system in India. The Brahmin, what they call the Brahmin society. Those who look down on Indians who are my skin tone. Don't let them have these African features either. They're still going on in India. So, I just hope with all of this is going on, I hope he still is clear to run. It doesn't stop him from running. And I know his base is still going to be there. So, there's one thing about Trump, even with the foolishness is going on, he still manages to fill up stadiums whenever he comes out to speak to his base. He fills up football stadiums. Hey, it is what it is. And so, I happened to catch a piece of the little civil trial, I guess. They were doing his deposition. And I'd be damned, this little tired-voiced white female. So, they brought up the whole grab him by the pussy thing. I thought we had settled that. But I guess they used that because, use that as a part of how they decided if he was guilty of anything, using that. And so, they went over the whole thing, and she read everything that he said that Billy Bush set him up. Now he's back on extra. She repeated or reread everything he said back in, 2012? Or whatever, 2016? 2012, when he was running. It was before then, before he was running. And he was like, oh man, when you're famous, when you're a star, when you're famous, oh, women love you. Oh, I can just kiss them sometimes. They'll let you kiss them. I can just kiss her and, man, they'll even let you, hold on. They'll let you grab them in the pussy. And so the lady said, so are these the words that you use? He said, well, yeah. Because it is, he said, just so the lady asked Donald Trump, so are you a star, Donald Trump? Well, yeah. Yeah, she particularly care for that. One thing about that dude, he does not back down from what he says. He does not back down. And I appreciate that. He ain't no pussy ass liberal that try to apologize every 30 seconds for being a man. And so, of course, I chuckled, and I read the comments under that particular post, and they were like, "Wow, why would people vote for him? Oh, he's terrible. He's a con man." So how is he the only con man that's ever been president? And it's so funny. People look at Donald Trump as if he's the only white man that's ever been president. It's the funniest thing. He's the white man who's responsible for 400 years of racism in America. We had the Kennedys, we had Lyndon Baines Johnson, we had the Roosevelts, we had Coolidge's, we had Andrew Jackson. The first 6 goddamn presidents slaughtered Indians. At least the first up to Andrew Jackson slaughtered Indians and enslaved Africans. But Donald Trump is the racist. I'm not saying he is or isn't. I'm just saying I don't understand how he became the racist. But I hope he gets to run next year, because for me that'll be an exciting election cycle to see him in the race and see everybody panic and people get at each other and cuss each other out, argue over this bullshit while their states are being taken away from them. And so I commented on the post. I said he is a star. He is famous. He is rich. And there are legions of women who are attracted to men who are stars, who are rich, who are famous. And yes, they will gladly let you grab them in the pussy. Because he spoke facts. Hell, when you're the star of the football team in high school, you get to grab them in the pussy. When the drug dealer in the black neighborhood, young women lined up for you to grab them in the pussy. When you know how to rap, you the rapper, you grab him in the pussy. So I don't understand why he's being extracted like he's doing something so different, like he's such an anomaly. Yeah, women like popular guys. Women like fame. They like fortune. And yes, every day, they will let you grab them in the pussy. If you're the mayor of a city councilman, they'll let you grab them in the pussy. Hey, Mary Max. David, what's good, bro? And so, I don't understand why people got bent all out of shape. I appreciate it. We need a man in office that tells the truth. With some of the foolishness, but hey, what president hasn't been with the foolishness? I was tickled. I was just plumb tickled. And so that's what they held him on. We're going to get you for saying that. But so, he'll pay that. He probably get his foundation or get a GoFundMe and pay that little $2 million off. But yeah, y'all gonna mess around. Let me get famous. I'm talking about rich, famous. I'm gonna have them to sign the NDA, but I'm definitely gonna grab them in the pussy. But they're gonna have to sign the NDA though, and they're gonna have to sign an agreement that they're not gonna come back 40 years later. I was assaulted. So, ma'am, did you walk into his room voluntarily? Yes, I did, but hold on, how old were you? I was 25. I was 30. Oh, so you weren't 15? No, I was 25. Oh, you were an adult. Okay. So, ma'am, did he grab it with his hand, or did you grab his hand and put it on your pussy? I grabbed his hand and put it on my pussy. So, man, why are we in court? Well, it's been 40 years. Y'all know how it goes. When we get old and ugly and no one else wants us, we can sue men and go back on what we did when we were younger. Isn't that how it works in America? We do what we want to do when we're young and adult, but then when we get old, raggedy, and ratchet, we can sue them, right? That's why I'm here. But, ma'am, Rico is now 80 years old. He can't even remember your pussy. Well, he grabbed it. I put his hand. I I positioned myself where he could grab it. So that's how it works. Oh, Lord, y'all make this shit too easy for me. So shout out to Donald Trump for being consistent and anything else. Shout out. Norman, what's up, my friend? That's up. Fifth floor, Pinchback Hall. Spring 89, January, February, March, April, all that cool stuff. I had a blast. So y'all cut it out, America. And Democratic Party, y'all cut it out. See, yeah, isn't it interesting that the Democrats come out and come after conservatives when they're doing something heterosexual? Why do Democrats have such a hard-on for heterosexual men? No pun intended. But as long as you're doing gay stuff, they celebrate you and give you flowers. That's the Democratic way. Now, there's a few conservatives been busted doing some weird stuff, but I'm just saying. And I'm not defending either side. I'm just making observations. Y'all know I'm Rico the opinionist. I just stand in the middle like this, and I look at both sides. I said, these folks tripping. That's what I do. I don't pick sides. So I see the humor, I see the foolishness on both sides, every side when it comes to politics. So that's why I'm an independent with the conservative twist. Meaning the conservatism that our grandmothers and our grandfathers bestowed upon us. You know, they would tell your mothers when she was 15 years old, tell your mother, you know, young ladies aren't up to anything after 12 p.m. except for one thing, so you should be in the house by 9 o'clock. Then a young man, make sure he carries himself as a gentleman. That's the conservatism I'm about. I'm not about all the other stuff. And so, but Donald Trump, he brings life to these damn politics. And y'all have to ask yourselves, what is it about this particular guy that they do not want him to be president? I'll tell him to run for governor. Because he can run for governor in one of these states and take it. California can really use a governor right about now. But Trump lives in Florida, so if DeSantis moves on, maybe Trump can run for governor of Florida. But California can really use a decent governor. But that place is a shithole right now. The foolishness is real. Norman, what's up, man? He said, I believe more people are gone. Hold on, man. These people, these loud-ass cars are so rude. Norman said, I believe more people are going to become independent. Yeah. A lot of people are secretly independent, but they're going to come out loud in this next year with all the stuff that's going on, giving away all our money to Ukraine, giving all our money to the immigrants, giving away all this money. Norman, you don't need him as governor in your state? I'm telling you. Well, y'all already got a hard-headed, heavy-handed mother lover there. DeSantis is a jackass. I think Trump will be a better governor. DeSantis is a kid. He's an immature, petty little bastard. But one thing about it, when you have a conservative governor, it keeps out a lot of the foolishness that your little daughter would really appreciate. She wouldn't have to worry about no dude playing on her volleyball team when you have a Republican governor. Mary Mack says California has voted to pay $1.2 million in reparations to black folks. Okay, Mary Max, we're gonna see if they voted. Let's go ahead. Is it per person or to a group? Now they giving each person that $1.2 million. I'll say okay, but still they can use another governor after they pay the money. Norman said we need a conservative independent. You talking about me? That's my Bill Clinton voice. Are you talking about me? Now, I'm an independent with a conservative twist. To each black person, right on, about time. I'm sure the homeless there really appreciate some of that money. Whew, my Lord, well, we'll see. And so, we got to hit Tennessee up for some of this cash. We need Tennessee to get everybody, all the black folks in the state of Tennessee, $5 million a piece. And let's get it rocking and rolling. So we can kind of equalize this thing. But yeah, and you know, good luck to Trump, in his endeavor to run for president. Whether he wins or not, I think he needs to be in that race next year. And people, vote your conscience, vote whoever you want to. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but I vote whoever I want to, if I vote at all. Oh, so you do what you're gonna do next year. Dave, you said when I run for council in Dallas? Excuse me? No, they already sold up. I'm a Memphian, believe it or not, David. I've been here 15 years, but I've never really connected to Dallas, because I know why. I know the reason I came to Dallas 15 years ago. That is to get away from my hometown because of the foolishness that was going on. I was really active in my hometown when I lived there, when I was in Memphis. I got on the preachers and the politicians. I did feeding the homeless and hungry. I did my protests of things that I thought were inappropriate. I know you, Dave. And I said, I never really connected here. I look at Dallas as being a very wonderful and gracious host, but I made a deal when I moved here. I said, because I was so flustered and so frustrated when I left the city of Memphis, I said, I'm not going to get involved in the politics of Dallas, because that drains me. Because to get involved like that drained me in Memphis. I was escaping that horrible state. But now it's almost time for me to come back. Almost is getting there. Cause I don't know, it's plenty of room for all kinds of voices, but I always thought my voice was special. In Dallas, inside of Dallas, well, let me say the black side of Dallas is doing the same foolishness like in Memphis, like in Detroit, and all the black sides of any city. They're doing the same foolishness, getting played by the politicians, getting played by the preachers, and they keep voting in the same people. What you say, Dave? David said, you are the man, Rico. A debate would be very stressful for your opponent. No, David, believe it or not. The reason I seem to flow so well on here because I'm not in a debate with anybody. I think as I've gotten older, I'm just over the foolishness. Now, if you had caught me when I was at Grambling or even in my hometown when I was in my 30s, I would have just spent, under the table. But right now, man, I'm just tired. So I just do my stuff on Facebook, share my thoughts, and I move on, take a breath. And I move on. And then put it up on YouTube. I may have conversations about stuff, but as far as like debating stuff, I'm just over it. But I appreciate you, brother. I swear I do. But even if I ran for something, I wouldn't even debate. I'll just tell her what I'm gonna do. I say, I'm gonna be I'm an actual black candidate. I'm telling y'all what I'm fighting for. So if y'all want to vote for me, David, this is what my platform will be. If I'm elected, let's say state representative out of my district, I said, the first thing I'm gonna do when I get there is try to get a bill together to either suspend or get away from it, or retool child support. Meaning, I would try to convince other lawmakers there to get rid of child support. That would be one of my main policies. That would be my main attack. Try to get rid of or retool the system of child support, in the states, because that's where the work is done. Is in the states. Hold on one second. Mary Match would say, David, you are so right. Rico would kill the average politician in debate. That's completion of the job. Yeah, I would. I'd go in there and I would say, look, if we're going to do this child support thing, right, based on what people say in the public all the time, she didn't have the baby by herself. It's 50-50. So I would try to draft a bill that would do just that. When a woman decides to have a baby out of wedlock, and then they still want to hold the guy she chose. What's up, Eric Mayfield? Hold the guy so accountable, so responsible. I said, okay, you know how y'all say a baby's 50-50 and she didn't have it by herself? Guess what? He's not going to pay child support by himself. So, whenever the judge orders him, he's going to order her, and it's automatic 50-50 custody. That's the bill that I'd be the first thing that I would put up. If he has to pay $300 a month, she has to pay $300 a month in child support. And it will go into like an account for the child. That's what I'll do. And now I'll see how long child support will last in. Y'all want to see people really fight for something? See, I would be the man's candidate. Because everybody y'all vote for. What's up? See, everybody y'all vote for now, all they do is fight for is women and children, LGBT and immigrants. I would be the man's candidate. Toulouse Tino. I would even out everything. That'd be the first bill I'll try to get pushed. And I keep pushing it and keep pushing it. And of course y'all know I jump on that reparations thing. That's what I'll do. We're going to fight reparations. We're going to get it statewide, and then hopefully it'll catch on. I'll get on that bandwagon. Look, then try to draft the bill to get that. We don't need no doggone research thing. I ain't going to ask the state for no $50 million to do research. But if I do, I'll use the money in another kind of way, though. David said, yeah, you're right. Child support is not a ransom for visitation. Greg Cunningham, what's up? And so that's what I do. So, and also, what else would I do? Because I'll let the people know off the bat. You know, because, you know, when you run for office, everybody, they want to make sure I get you the most pristine candidate. And then if I run as an independent, I can't, especially in my state or in any black sections of your state, you can't say you're an independent. Because the majority of black voters aren't mature to accept an independent candidate. So you have to say either Democrat or Republican. Well, I have to lie and say I'm a Democrat. I have to lie if I actually want a fighting chance. I say, yeah, I'm a Democrat. As soon as I get in there, get on their ass. Child support thing attacked. Reparations pushed. What else? Oh yeah, I'll try to push something through the state that'll make sure elderly people 60 years old and older will not be paying any property taxes on their houses or on their homes or anything. That'll be done. That money be collected probably from cigarettes, beer. I'll increase the alcohol in the cigarettes to get to replenish that money. Because that's what I do. I tax the shit out of liquor and cigarettes. That's where the money comes from. The stuff we don't need. I wouldn't tax the stuff we do need. That's what I'll push. Now, I ran for city council. Let y'all know right away. No. The stuff I'll be fighting for, especially in my district, because city council will be like your district, right? All I'll be talking about on the city council is, look, I need $250 million for my district. Because we need some new businesses. We need people employed. We need people empowered. That's the stuff I'll be doing. And then I'll have a press conference every 2 weeks telling all y'all who voting against giving black people money. And they ain't gonna like me at all. I'll be the Eric Mays of Memphis. Excuse me? You're not gonna tell me how to vote. I vote like this because of your attitude. You don't tell me what to do and how to talk on this council. I'll be on their ass. Let's see, David said, that would be awesome. I would only have 9 more years for those taxes. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I'll be on them. Mary Max, I'll be killing them. And then they'll try to do something to try to censure me. That's all I do is try to prove y'all they don't want real ones in politics. They'll try to censure me or try to ruin my reputation with some kind of salacious scandal. Yeah. So that means I won't be going out at night. If I do any kind of dating, it'll be done like 2 states over. I won't tell nobody where I go get no coochie at. It certainly won't be in my district. Certainly won't be in my city. Certainly won't be in my state. And it won't be Atlanta either. You know, a lot of politicians in Memphis like to go down to Atlanta. He said, Mary Mack says, Eric Mays is definitely needed in every local political arena. You are correct. Yeah. Shout out to Eric Mays, though, in Flint, Michigan. My brother named Arthur Woodson also. Those are the only 2 people I see vocally fighting for Flint, Michigan. And so, yeah, I don't need you to tell me I know Robert rules of order. Hell, I got a brother named Robert, and he used to order me around when we was kids. And so, shout out to Eric Mays. But anyway, But anyway, that's what I'm saying. I'll be a different kind. Y'all sure y'all will want me. I'm a real black dude. I believe in black issues. Be very respectful, very dignified. I wear my suits to all the city council meetings. I would show up to all the debates and all that, and I would just, hey. So y'all want somebody that y'all think is, sweet and tell y'all sweet lies, or y'all want this bitter truth? I'm here to tell you the truth. My district that's poor, this district that's jobless, dilapidated buildings. Do y'all want that? Because I can just move on, get out the race. Because what I'm not going to do is sit around and debate foolishness. Because we already know what we need. So we got the money in every state. So in Black Dallas, South Dallas, Oak Cliff, all that, they're going through the same foolishness that Memphis is going through. They love their preachers, and they worship the Negro politicians. They don't ever ask them to do anything of substance in Dallas and in Memphis. They're getting a little better about it now because so many political things are happening that's gone nationwide in my hometown. But they still aren't good at demanding money from the city council or for the state legislature. They're not good at demanding money. Hell, it's so bad there. A few years back, he had one of the state legislators. His way of giving back to his district was a poor district full of crime. He held a district-wide baby shower for teenage unwed single mothers or single women, single mothers, unwed mothers. Now, it's the state legislator now who makes laws. That's how he respects his district by having district-wide baby showers. And I wouldn't dare support that crap. Oh, yeah, it's sad, man. So let me go to my next topic really quickly. Because I think I'm done with the Trump thing. I veered off. Y'all know how I do. I tend to veer off on a tangent. My second topic was Sha'Carri Richardson. Y'all been noticing her? Have y'all been seeing Sha'Carri? She's been winning. We haven't heard any foolishness about her. So I actually took the time yesterday and I went to YouTube and checked her out at some of her races. I said, oh my God. Her look has changed. Maybe it was just for these couple of races, but whatever she's doing, Sha'Carri, sweetheart. That's what we're trying to tell you, girl. The look that you have right now, even though those braids are going down past your booty, but it's not that weird drag queen orange and red hair you had looking like the fourth runner-up in RuPaul's Drag Race. It's like she's gotten faster. She's winning and setting world records. And y'all go look her up. She looks clean. She looks sober. Her skin looks smooth. Looks like she been getting some rest. And me and Mary Max were just saying, she must have gotten some new coaching staff and some new representation, because after she won the race at Doja, whatever that race was, they did an interview, and she's Sha'Carri style. She's like, because she's breathing her face off. But hold on. I was say, I ran this race, and that's good, but that's okay. I'm back to my old self, and I come to life. I'm in my place where I want to be, and that is on the track. That's why I come alive, and then she said something that almost made me clutch pearls, and I ain't wearing pearls. David says she no longer depressed. She obviously was taught how to deal with it. Now, hey, she must have heard us, because we all said go to counseling, baby, and go to track practice and get off the drugs. And so maybe she's separated from her homeboys and homegirls in Oak Cliff, because now she's looking like any other sister who's running from those other countries. She's looking like those other sisters who represent the United States on in track and field. I'm like, well, go on, Sha'Carri. She got her little braids. It's all one color. I think jet black or brown Her skin looks smooth now. She still has all of those ratchet tattoos. You know, I hate when young people do that. I hate when young women do that. I really hate when young women put tattoos on their bodies. It is such disrespect to God. It's so disrespectful to nature. It's so disrespectful to their parents. It's so disrespectful to a man who would have made her a wife early. But he says, you know what, I'm just going to smash. I'm going to clap her cheeks. Because I ain't going to be marrying no broad with all them damn tattoos. Unless he's a little medium level tattooed up dude himself. You know, like that ignorant show Black Ink. Oh my God, those people are mentally savage. However, tattoos on women is not attractive at all. Not at all. Tattoos on girls, not at all. I know some of y'all say, man, but she thick though. Man, she got a fat ass. Yeah, who cares? Because no, it's not very feminine. It's not very ladylike. However, Sha'Carri, you know, I might have a couple of critiques. But only thing is, Sha'Carri, you know, I mean, her face looks clean. You know, those damn tattoos are still on her arm and stuff, but she got the very neat braids, and she got the braids going all the way down her back and shit. She gonna, you know, sisters in that need for that Rapunzel. I call it a Rapunzel, let down your hair syndrome with black chicks. Then when they get the weave straight out the bag and it's put in their hair and let it be down their booty and stuff, you are not Cher. But that's how they look. So she got those braids down there. Maybe, you know, she bring the braids up to her shoulders and probably add more velocity to her running. I think those braids, cause that hair was definitely slowing up. Those wig and the lace fronts and shit, it's looking crazy. But she actually looks clean. David said, we as black people need to seek help more often. Nothing wrong with getting therapy. Yeah. David, in my own little practice as a counselor therapist over these years, my own professional philosophy is counseling is not a cuss word. So I agree with you, brother, on that all the way. And so, but, you know, she had a little face made up. But one thing that stood out, her voice still sounds like she's, you know, that boy, the way she talks, she can still use some, you know, probably, I don't know if she finished her degree at LSU. You know how sometimes they have people at these high schools, they can play football, they can play basketball, but they don't really let them go to class. So therefore, their intellectual or their verbal skills are not really paid attention to in a sense. You know, she said, and I'm back where I feel at peace, and that's all the try. And she said this, and I was getting to the parts. I started talking about something else, and I forgot this major part. They said, well, go, Sha'Carri. She said, when they said, well, thank you so much, she said, yes, and thank you all. Love, peace, and light. I said, what? That girl been doing some Buddha nam yo ging on. Ding ding nam yo ging. I said, she been doing, little mama been meditating. She said, love, light, and peace. Something like that, right? Love, light, and peace. So way to go, Sha'Carri. Way to get centered, young lady. Now go out there and beat those folks' ass on that track and field. Don't talk too much. Just continue to practice. Continue what you're doing. Stay away from your hoodie friends and be a professional track and field star, runner, athlete. That's what you are. That's your bread and butter, young lady. So, you know, well, I be damned. Y'all hold on a minute. Whew, I feel it coming. I'm about to say something that I didn't know that was in me to say. Y'all give me a minute. Sha'Carri, I'm proud of you, girl. I'll be damned. Way to go, Sha'Carri. Yeah, because I was one of your harshest critics, I'm telling you. Because I'm over it. I'm over the hood, the hood behavior. I'm over the Negroidian behavior. I'm over it. I'm over the weed smoking chicks. I'm over the weed smoking dudes. I'm over that. So yes, no, I'm not coming from a place of perfection. Always a place of practice, because every day I'm in practice of trying to be a little better. But just because I'm in practice don't mean that I discontinue having 20/20 vision. So shout out to Sha'Carri. But anyway, y'all, I talked long enough. I just wanted to say what's up. Whew, and enjoyed this. It's a pretty nice evening as well. Hold on, what'd you say, David? What'd you say, bro? Hold on a minute. David says, I have been myself to deal with anger. All right. Nothing wrong with getting angry. Just learn how to deal with it. When I was at GSU, my anger controlled me. Now I control how I deal with my anger. David, I am so shocked. I am so shocked. But you know what? Here, Dave, I'm going to talk to you because I am a certified anger resolution therapist, certified in this state. Let me tell you something, bro. You know, because I remember young David. Maybe because I didn't hang out with you, you know, like you and your friends did. Who are your friends? Adri and all of them? Yeah, Baton Rouge crew folks. I wasn't, but I used to see every time I saw you, you're always very jovial. You know, laughing, smiling, always kidding. So who would ever thought that you would have an anger problem? However, I've always said, though the people who, you know, who are smiling, who are laughing a lot, there's something that's going on. Because we all have a particular mask that we present. It comes in many forms. And so good for you, man. And I hope nobody was hurt in the process of you getting, you know, realizing that your anger had gotten out of control. Yeah, because I never knew. I never thought of you as being an angry young man at all when I saw you. And then there were people who thought that I was angry. Isn't that something? I'm not angry. Wasn't angry then. Now, I might have been a little pissed off by some of the stuff, but I wasn't angry. I think that's the misconception. I thought you were always jovial and fun and happy whenever I saw you. So, that's pretty good, man. I know there were those who probably thought I woke up with a mean bug or pissed every day. Hell, there's some folks that think somebody referred to me as bitter. Shit. No, it's not that, but I can get pissed. I think we, you know what? I think we throw words around like bitter and narcissism. I mean, just taking all the power away. You know. I have to educate people on what narcissism is, because you ask them to look it up. He's narcissistic. You know it's only men that's called that, right? By ladies who get rejected by guys. He's narcissistic because her narcissism will not allow her to believe that some man turned her down. But anyway, y'all, good for you again, Dave. So this is your man Rico the Opinionist. Like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Facebook page. I'll talk to y'all in the future, all right? Peace.